Once again, welcome to the channel, guys. In last video, we have seen about variables and data type. In this video, we'll be seeing about operators in Java. So, what are operators? So, basically, operators are predefined keywords which can be easily understood by the Java compiler. Here, keyword stands for any predefined words, or it can be any words also, so that the system or the compiler can understand. So in Java, there are different types of operators like arithmetic operator, unary operator, relational operator, assignment operators, and also logical operators, bitwise operators, and ternary operator, instance of operator, and some miscellaneous operators as well. So what are these? We'll deep dive and see one by one. So coming to the arithmetic operator, let me start the slideshow. Yeah, coming to the arithmetic operator, like it's used to perform arithmetic. So if you guys are well versed with mathematics, you'll be knowing what is arithmetic. So arithmetics are like a basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division operation can be easily performed using Java. So that how we can add two numbers exactly like using these operators here. And also modulus can be performed, which gives a remainder of two numbers or more in our in a case. And unary operators are usually performed like they are unary minus, unary plus, increment, post increment, like different types of those. We'll see what are those in when we code that in Eclipse. So, and coming back to the assignment operators, so as I told, variable assignment which you have done previous sessions if you guys are going through. So for that we use simple assignment operator, and for addition operator, so this plus equal to is similar to adding or incrementing a value of an integer by one, and similarly adding or sorry subtraction or subtracting or decrementing a value of variable by one can be done using this shorthand notation here. Similarly, multiplying a particular value with a variable can be performed with this multiple assignment operation, and also division assignment operation can be performed with two numbers. Similarly, model operation can also be performed with modular assignment operation. And coming to bitwise and bitwise or bitwise XOR, so these are performed usually for bitwise or bit level operations. So as I told, the entire program will be like compiled, and it will be in the form of 0 1 or in the form of bits as I mentioned. So operation on the bit, meaning that an operation can also be applied on that compiled bit numbers. So this is used for this case. So I don't think so we'll be deep diving in this bit wise operation because it's not necessary as a part of the syllabus. And there is shift operation can also be performed for the bit numbers. So right shift, left shift, example unsigned, right shift unsigned, left shift, etc. are there. And there are also relation operators to check if two values are equal, and to also check whether the left operand is greater than right operand, we use greater than operator, and also less than operator. And not equal to operator is also present, and there is greater than or equal to check whether left operand is greater than or equal to the right operand. So what is operand, what is operator, etc. We will see that. And there is also logical operators which use it to return true if both the operands are true. And there is logical or meaning that if any one of the operand is true and this operation is operand on that operand, so it will return true based on the conditions which we been coding. And there is also logical not present which inverts the value of Boolean expression. If we require that, we will be using that also. And bitwise operation, as I told, there is and or XOR, complement, left shift, right shift, and unsigned left shift, unsigned right shift. So we will not deep dive into bitwise operators as of now. And these ternary operators, which evaluates an Boolean expression, returns one of the two values based on the results. So we'll see with a live example so that you guys can understand. And there is also instance of operator and type comparison operators with the same syntax here. Same, it's instance of. And there's also some miscellaneous operators such as conditional operator, ternary operator, and also typecast argument operator, I guess, and new operators to create new objects. So basically, it's also used for dynamic memory allocation. We'll discuss about that, and also there is a dot operator or period operator, which we'll be discussing. So let's head back to the Eclipse where we'll see the live example of that. So yeah, coming to here, I've also commented down so that easily can understand the different types of operator. So here comes arithmetic operators. So here, as you guys can see, this A and B is there, right? Just a minute. Yeah, A and B is there, right? So this A and B are known as operands, and this plus is known as an operator. and together they perform an operation of what? Addition. So a plus b is an operation which adds two operands a and b to result or to get the sum of both the operands. So similarly a minus b, a into b. These are basic level arithmetics in the lower classes, so you guys can easily understand this. So this is division, and this special operator modulus, which is used to give us the remainder of the two operands here a and b, meaning that 10 modulus 2, meaning that 10 will be divided by 2 and the remainder will be the output of this operator. So what will be the output of 10 modulus 2? It will be 0. So similarly 11 modulus 2 will be 1. Similar like that we will be getting outputs in the form of numeric value. And coming to unary operator, as I told, it's unary plus, so it will just as I told, it will negate, unary minus will negate the operation of any variable a. We'll see about that once we run the code. And this post increment and pre increment, as I told, will be useful in the for loop in coming series. So this post increment will increment the value of 1, and also pre increment will do the same but in different context. When we understand for loop, we'll understand about this. And also after post increment similar to that, but with a few indentations there. We'll talk about that, what is that. And coming back to assignment operators, so as I told, we can assign a value to the variable. Similarly, a value can also be altered, or it can be incremented using assignment operators. Let me tell the example of that. Yeah, here c is equal to c plus is equal to 5, meaning that this 10 plus is equal to 5, meaning that 15 will be added for this value of 10 already present. Similarly 10 minus is equal to 3, meaning that c is equal to c minus 3. This is equivalent to c equal to c minus, minus 3. So you can see that this value will be equivalent to that. Let me comment it out. This is equivalent to this thing, c is equal to c minus 3, and similarly this is equivalent to c equal to c plus 5. This is equal to this thing. We know the value of c here, it's been assigned to 10, so 10 is equal to 10 plus 5. That will be the value of that, which will be getting to 15 finally after the completion of execution of this line. So similarly this line of code will be equal to c is equal to c star 2 in our case here. They can have different cases also. So similarly this will be equal to c equal to c divided by, sorry, the reverse operation, divided by 4. This will be equal to that thing. Similarly this will be equal to c is equal to c modulus operation of 2. Yeah, this will be the shortened form of the actual statement here. So this will the condition or cases for the assessment operations. And there is also a relational operator which is applied between two operands here a and b. So in our case we have taken the a and values to be equal to 10 and 5 here, as you guys can see there. So is 10 is equal to 5? No, obviously no, it should return false. So as you guys will be aware of that, now any operator should exactly return an value. This value here, it's in the form of boolean value, and here the actual operand is returning value of integer, or depending upon the operands the value can be decided. So here the value is in the form of boolean value. So what is boolean value? Please check out the previous video so that you guys can understand clearly here. So yeah, it returns all relation operators usually return boolean value. In here case, it will check whether 5 is equal to 10. No, it's not the case. While 5 is greater than 10, no, it returns false. While 5 is less than 10, of course, so it will return true. And greater than or equal to, if 5 is greater than or equal to 2, false, it will return false. If 5 is less than or equal to 10, of course, so it will return true. And coming to the logical operator here, so as I told, logical operators also written in boolean value here. So we have assigned x and y to be true and false here. So x and 2, meaning that true and false is true and false. So actually if you guys are from CS background, you'll be knowing that there is table for and or not gates here. So the basically the same operation will be applied here. So true and false will yield a value of false, and similarly true or false will yield a value of true, and not of true. What is this not of true? So meaning complement of true. What is complement of true? It is false, so it will yield the value of false. So there is a table for that. Please do Google something so that you guys can understand clearly what I am talking about. And coming to bitwise operators, so as I told, we will not go in depth with that. So actually it is applied at bit level, so that your 5 is represented in the form of 101. It's actually shortened form of 8421 code, if you guys will be knowing that. So 8421, if I type 8421 here, so the value of so let me type it once so that you guys can understand here. Let me comment it up. So it's using 8421 code here, and here the values are 0101. What does that mean? What I'm talking here is that you can understand now. So here an indication of 1 at the place of 1, meaning that the 1 uh, space is occupied and it is contained 1, and the indication of tens place with the 2, meaning that it's not in value, and 4 code there is an equivalent 1, meaning that we need to add everything. So 4 plus 1, what is the value? 5. So the value of 5 comes with this format here. It's similar to like that, so you can also Google about this, but I will not go in depth with bitwise operation, so it's not required in entire our journey, so I will just ignore that for time being. And coming to ternary operators, so basically there is if else in coming series, so it's shortened form of if else, only single if else. So it basically checks whether two statement is true. If it is true, it returns this thing, or it false, it returns the other thing. So, for example, in our case, we have taken 5, A to be 5 and B to be 10. Here, it checks whether 5 is greater than 10. If 5 is greater than 10, it will print A. But in our case, 5 is not greater than 10. So, it will print B. So, what's the value of B? 10. It will print 10. So, similarly like that, it can be any value here. So this is condition, and this is the result which will be printed. If this condition equivalent to true, then the result followed next to that question mark will be printed, or else the result followed by next to that colon will be printed. Similar to that, you can understand the terminal operations. And the instance of operation is usually to check whether a particular object is instant of such operators. Here in our case, so there is a string named str with then words being hello world, and it will check whether string is an instance of string. Of course, string is a type of string here. Our word is types of strings here, meaning that the any letters or words encapsulated encoded with it, double quotes are known as strings, right? That's what we learned about strings. So of course it's a string, so it must be evaluated true. So this also returns a boolean value in our case. So let me just run quick to check all the values. Yeah, yeah, we got yes, the addition of 10 plus 5 is 15, and the subtraction of 10 minus 5 is 15, and similar 10 into 5 is 50, and 10 divided by 5 is 2, of course, and 10 modulus 5 is of course 0, because we will get being quotient of 2 and remainder 0. And unary place, as I told, it will some there like it's basically an bitwise operation. So if I do proper calculation in the pen and paper, you guys might understand this. So I will ignore unary operation as of now. Let's go to assignment operations now. So where is addition assignment? Just a minute, guys. Yeah, addition assignment is here. As I told, c equal to c is equal to c plus 5, so 15 we're getting, and c is equal to c minus 5, we're getting 12. 10 is equal to, yeah, of course 12 is correct, and multiplication operator, c is equal to c into 2. So what is the value of c here? In our case, as we are doing this, it is 12, right? So 12 into 2, what is the value of 12 into 24? Correct. And coming back here, now 24 is there, right? So c is equal to 24 divided by 4. What is 24 divided by 4? It's 6. Yeah, we're getting 6. And modulus operation, and 6 modulus 2 is of course 0, we're getting 0 divided by 0. 6 divided by 2 will get divided to 0, that's equivalent of that. And here coming to with the check whether 10 is equal to 15, of course we need getting false. And not equal to 10 is not equal to b, yeah, it's true. 10 is not equal to 5, it's true, so it's printing true. And a is greater than b, whether 5 is greater than 10, false, it should print false. Greater than is printing true. Oh, just a minute, guys. So yeah, sorry, a is 10 in our case, I've been confused, sorry for that. So yeah, it's correct, true. And less than, a is less than 10, so 10 is less than 5. Is it true that 10 is less than 5? Of course. How can it be true, guys? It's not true, it's false. I'm confused with other guys, so you guys don't be confused. A is 10 and b is 5. I've been using a is 5 and b is 10 here, sorry for that, my bad. And greater than or equal to either 10 is greater than or equal to 5. Of course 10 is greater than or equal to 5, it should be true. Yeah, we're getting true. And again 10 is less than or equal to 5. No, 10 is greater than or equal 10 is greater than 5, right? So it's false. Yeah, it's false. And logical and or not is present, right? As I told, we're taking true and false should return false, so it's returning false. And true or false should return true, so it is returning true. And negation of true is false, so it is returning false here. Yeah. And bitwise operation will not concentrate on that. And let's concentrate on ternary operation here. Ternary operation, either 10 is greater than 5, true. Yeah, so this will be executed now. So it's printing value of 10 because you are printing the value of a here. So 10 will be stored in the result part and we are printing the result part here, so 10 will be printed here. So we got the 10. And again I so told this anything included double quotes are known as string, so we are getting true. So let me do a thing here. Let me just store a value of an integer here. So let me save it and let me run it. I think we'll be getting an error because we can't do that. I think we can't do that. We will be getting an error because the compile time only the source will not commit, so this line will not execute. So yeah, guys, so I think you guys have understand what is different types of operators present in Java programming. So any doubt, please comment down in the below so that you guys can yourself clear the doubt. And as I told, there's various type of operation and tables to that. Please do some googling so that you guys can easily understand those things. And thanks for listening, guys. We'll see with control statement in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay connected.